This is a simple and easy to use tree farm for Minecraft, Bedrock, and Java. It looks very simple, and that's because it is, but it's optimized to help you with your tree growing and farming, reduce your hassle, and get you as much wood with the least amount of effort. This little tree farm works for every tree in the game, including dark oak trees, pale oak, 2x2 spruce trees, cherry, mangrove, jungle, basically anything you want to farm, this will work fine for you. This farm is also incredibly cheap to build. You don't even really need any solid blocks. You can build it straight into the ground. These are all the materials you need right here. Now, if you don't have access to quartz, the nether, or slime, I'll be showing you a way to build it without those things. This tree farm has several good features to it. It's got an automatic bone mealing system, so you can just literally stand here, plant in your saplings, and it'll automatically grow the tree. You can then head up. It has a little platform for you to stand on where you can reach every single branch and bit of a tree that you're trying to mine. And it has water streams that automatically collect all the items and send them right to your planting station. That way you don't even need to open up a chest or an inventory. Everything goes straight into your inventory. So yes, this is a manual tree farm. You will have to cut down the trees manually. However, if you're wanting to farm 2x2 dark oak trees, pale oak, or spruce trees, well, this is kind of your best option unless you want to build one of these monstrosities. So unless you're like a pro, expert, in-game player, you're probably not building an actual automated dark oak tree farm. And even if you do build a fully automatic tree farm with piston walls and block compactors and cube makers, well, guess what? On Bedrock Edition, we don't have TNT duplication, and TNT isn't really great for tree farms, so you're still going to end up manually mining all those logs anyway. Now, I could go on a whole rant about how TNT on Bedrock Edition just isn't that great, and if you're making TNT manually, guess what? You're instant mining the sand, and we can instant mine logs on Bedrock Edition. So like, what's the difference? You're fine mining sand, but you don't want to mine logs? Come on now, be a man, get an axe. Go build those muscles. You don't want to have these tiny little 3-pixel arms, do you? No, you want to hit the logs and, you know what, get those nice 4-pixel arms. Look at those. So even though this is a manual tree farm, it has a lot of optimizations that make it easier for you to farm trees. So how you actually use this thing is really simple. You just walk up here, plant in your saplings. It gets automatically bone mealed for you. Then you like walk backwards and jump a little bit. And now we have a little platform right here that we can stand on. So if you want to, you can just stand here, mine like basically all the branches of a 2x2 dark oak tree or whatever. If you already have a bunch of saplings and you're not worried about mining the leaves, then that's great. You can just go right back down, plant in yourself some more of the saplings, and you are good to go for farming a bunch of trees really quickly. Now, if you don't have saplings, then we have a ladder to take you up to the top of the tree. You can hop on top of this thing, and this is where you would use something like a fortune hoe on the dark oak or the pale oak trees to break these things down faster, but also get a whole bunch of these saplings. This is the best way to get saplings in Minecraft, basically. You can also treat this as a leaf farm if you use a silk touch hoe or some shears. That'll drop the actual leaf blocks themselves. And as of the new spring update releasing soon, you can actually smelt down these leaves to get the leaf litter. Now you'll notice that no matter where the items land in this entire platform, they're all going to get pushed to our little pressure plates right here. I specifically did not add hoppers for auto collection, and that is because as soon as you walk right here, you're just going to automatically pick up all of that stuff. Even if there's some items that land on the dirt right here, as soon as you grow another tree, if you're using a 2x2 tree, then those items will get pushed out to the side and you will pick them up. There's technically a rare chance of some items landing right in between the two water streams here on the backside, but I've chopped down a bunch of trees using this and I've lost like 1 sapling. So if you're going to use this for something like a 2x2 spruce tree, which is basically the best way to get bulk wood in Minecraft because these things are huge, you will need to make your ladder a lot taller. This is simply so that you can go all the way up to the very top of the tree, start mining out your logs, and then basically you just treat this like a little staircase going down. And look at this, we're getting absolutely tons of logs super quickly. And one last note, you might be wondering how we are instant mining the logs. This is actually a Bedrock exclusive feature. So if you have an efficiency 5 diamond axe or better and you have a haste 2 beacon, then you can actually instant mine logs, as you can see here. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be mining them the regular slow way. Now I know that's not particularly early game, however there's a bunch of very easy ways to actually farm the wither and get yourself a beacon and an iron farm. I have tutorial links for all that stuff down in the description of the video in case you need help with any of it. If you like Minecraft tutorials and want to see more in the future, then make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching this video. But let's hop into the tutorial, shall we? So of course you can build this farm like up in the air floating if you want to, but I'm just going to build it into the ground because that's like the simplest way to do things. We're going to start off with a couple of dispensers right here at the back. This is where our trees are actually going to be planted, and then we're just going to mine out some blocks going all the way around this. So we should have a little 2x3 area right here. Now you can't just use one dispenser if you want. Two just makes the larger trees grow faster. So we need to mine out a 14x14 area, meaning that we need to go 6 blocks in each direction. So on the left side and the right side, this is your second block, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. And then we're just going to do that on the other side. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then on the front side right here, this middle 2x2 can actually be your walkway. So this is our second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth block. Let's do that on the other side as well. And then on the back side here, this is your second block. So that's third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So that is the general area that you'll need. It's going to be one giant square. We're actually going to go ahead and connect up all these corners right now and then mine out all the blocks in between them. So this is the general size that you should have. I put in the stone there, that way you can actually count this and make sure that yours is the correct size. So now we're going to install the redstone to actually activate our dispensers. So you need to break out these 3 blocks right here, the blocks below those, and maybe this block as well. So we're going to put in a couple of stone pressure plates right here. Make sure they're stone because items don't activate these ones. Otherwise, like saplings will turn on your farm. Now, if you want 2 pressure plates, you need in a block right here, some redstone dust on it. We need a sticky piston right here, and then an observer facing downwards right here. So just place that on the side of the dirt block. Now we're going to go down a couple of blocks right here. If you look up, you should see that observer's face right there. We're going to place another observer facing upwards right here, and that's what that should look like. You can go ahead and fill in those blocks. We're going to go ahead and fill in the 2 dirt, and now if we stand on either of these pressure plates, you should hear some clicking. And of course, you'll need to put some bone meal into your dispensers. Now, if you don't have any slime or any quartz, so you can't make observers or sticky pistons, then I have some redstone for you. It's not going to be as good or as fast, and you can only have 1 dispenser, but it'll work. So you're going to place in a pressure plate right there, remove your 2x2 of dirt. We need in a redstone torch right here. We're going to mine out a little area down here. We need a solid block right here, redstone torch on the side of that, block above it, redstone dust right there, and then you need a repeater right here, redstone dust down below it like so, solid block in front of it, and then another redstone torch. And now when you stand on this right pressure plate right here, that is going to activate your 1 dispenser. So now you can go ahead and fill in your dirt again, and you're good to go. So now it's time to fill in the water, and we're going to start on the corners. That's why I've left in these corner blocks right here. So just go ahead and place in 2 extra blocks up on the edges there, that way it doesn't flow out. And we're just going to go place 1 water source in each of the 4 corners of this build. And that's basically what it should look like. And now we're going to put in the water sources on the front here. So we're going to skip 2 blocks from this little left edge and then place in a water source right here. There should also be 2 blocks to its right before you get to the pathway. And then we're going to do the same thing on the right side as well. So 2 blocks to place in your water source. And now we're going to head to the back. We need 2 water sources right here in the middle, lined up with your 2x2 of dirt in the front. And now we need to install a bunch of water on the left and the right sides. This is to push all the items exactly to the middle right here. So we're going to go to this left side, skip a block right here, and then we need 4 water sources. So that's 2, 3, and 4. And then all of this area should be flooded with water, but you shouldn't have any like on that spot, for example. And now we're going to do the same thing on the right side. So skip a block right here, 1, 2, 3, and 4 water sources, and then that's going to push all of your items right to the middle. And now to finish this, we're going to go to our front little area right here, place in a couple of slabs. That way you can walk up and down there easier. We need in ourselves 3 scaffolding right here. And then we're going to put in ourselves a little pillar of blocks on the back side right here, just like so. We also need in a door right here, and then a pressure plate is optional, just to open that up for you. The door is there, that way you don't accidentally like walk out of this area as you're walking backwards. And now we need to make this pillar right here really tall, depending on what trees you're growing. So normally I'd say make this about 13 blocks tall. That is 4 already, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And that's going to be tall enough to get you on top of most trees. Obviously, if you're growing taller trees like a 2x2 spruce tree, you're going to need to make this thing about 32 blocks tall. Now, we're going to put ladders on top of absolutely all of this, except on the top 2 blocks right there. And that is because as you are backing up this thing, you have a little ledge to stand at the top. If you put ladders going all the way up, well, then you would just kind of like walk over the backside and fall off, which isn't great. And if you're standing on top of ladders, then you can easily hop onto the top of your tree, mine all your leaves, do what you gotta do. And the scaffolding pillar is just here, that way you have something to stand on as you're actually mining the branches of dark oak trees or something like that. And that's really all there is to it. If you enjoyed this tutorial and got some use out of it, then drop a like, share it around, and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys down in the comments and in the next one.